Listen closely, because what I'm about to share with you isn't just theory. It's the ancient truth that has been hidden in plain sight for thousands of years. The truth that will change everything about how you face your challenges, your struggles, and every obstacle standing between you and the life you're meant to live. Here's what nobody tells you. The obstacles you're facing right now aren't blocking your path. They are the path. Every single challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt. They're not accidents. They're carefully orchestrated lessons designed to forge you into the person capable of receiving what you desire. The Bible tells us in John 16:33, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Notice, it doesn't say if you have trouble, it says you will have trouble. But here's the game changer. If Jesus has already overcome the world, what does that make you? An overcomer by inheritance, not by accident, not by luck, by divine design. Let me reveal something profound. Everything in existence operates on mental laws. Your thoughts aren't just random neurons firing, they're creative forces shaping your reality. The universe itself is mental in nature. What you consistently hold in your mind must manifest in your experience. This isn't wishful thinking, it's spiritual law, as reliable as gravity. Think about this. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7. Your inner world creates your outer world. The thoughts you're thinking right now, in this very moment, are constructing tomorrow's reality. Your conscious mind is the gardener, and your subconscious is the fertile soil. Whatever seeds you plant, whether fear or faith, doubt or determination, will grow with mathematical precision. But here's where most people fail. They try to change their circumstances without changing their consciousness. They want different results while maintaining the same mental patterns. That's like expecting a different harvest while planting the same seeds. Romans 12:2 commands us, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Not your circumstances first, your mind first. Now, understand this universal principle. As above, so below. As within, so without. There's a perfect correspondence between different planes of existence. What's happening in your mind corresponds to what manifests in your life. What's happening in the spiritual realm has its match in the physical realm. When you align your thoughts with divine truth, you set in motion forces that must produce corresponding results in your material world. Everything vibrates. Science confirms what spiritual masters have known forever. At the quantum level, everything is energy in motion. Your thoughts, energy, your emotions, vibration. The obstacles you face, simply different frequencies of the same universal energy. Philippians 4:13 declares, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." That strength isn't just motivation, it's accessing a higher frequency of power that transcends your circumstances. Here's a truth that will revolutionize how you see your problems. Everything has an opposite pole. Hot and cold aren't different things, they're degrees of the same thing. Love and fear occupy the same spectrum. Success and failure are points on the same line. And here's the key. You can mentally transmute one into the other. That obstacle in front of you, it contains within itself the seed of equivalent or greater benefit. The bigger the obstacle, the greater the potential reward. Joseph understood this when he told his brothers in Genesis 50:20, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." Same event, opposite poles. He consciously chose which end of the spectrum to focus on, but there's a rhythm to everything. Life flows in cycles, in and out, rise and fall, expansion and contraction. The pendulum swings. When you understand this, you stop being a victim of circumstances and become a master of them. You learn to neutralize the backward swing by maintaining your mental position. You refuse to be pulled into negative states just because external conditions shift. Hebrews 12:1-2 instructs us to run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus. Why fix your eyes on something unchanging? Because when you anchor yourself to the eternal, the temporal swings can't knock you off balance. You become unmoved by the pendulum of circumstances. Now here's where causation comes in. Nothing happens by chance. Every effect has a cause. Most people live at the effect level. They're pawns being moved by external forces. They react to circumstances, to other people's opinions, to the economy, to their past. But masters rise to the causal level. They don't wait for conditions to change. They become the cause of new conditions. The Bible reveals this in 1 John 5:4. Everyone born of God overcomes the world. This is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. Your faith isn't passive hoping. It's active causation. It's impressing upon the infinite creative power a definite pattern that must reproduce itself in your experience. You have two complementary forces within you, the active and the receptive, the projective and the responsive. Success requires both. You must be bold enough to impress your desires upon the universal mind, yet receptive enough to allow the infinite intelligence to orchestrate the how. You provide the vision, God provides the provision. You can't do God's part, and God won't do your part. Here's your action plan to overcome every obstacle. First, control your thought atmosphere. Guard your mind like a fortress. Every morning, deliberately choose what you'll think about. Psalm 119:10-5 says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." Feed your consciousness with truth, not news, with promises, not problems, with vision, not circumstances. Second, hold the mental image of your desired outcome with unwavering faith. See yourself already victorious. Feel the victory now, not later. 2 Corinthians 4:18 reminds us to fix our eyes, not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. The unseen realm is more real than the seen. Your mental image is the mold. Reality will conform to it. Third, act with calm expectation. Don't frantically chase solutions. Move forward with peaceful certainty. Isaiah 41:10 assures us, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you." When you truly know God is orchestrating events, desperation evaporates. Fourth, express gratitude in advance. Thank God before you see the manifestation. Philippians 4:6 instructs, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Thanksgiving is the switch that activates divine power. Fifth, persist with absolute conviction. Romans 8:37 declares, "In all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us." More than conquerors, not barely surviving, not just getting by, but overwhelming victory. That's your identity. That's your inheritance. The obstacle in your path isn't your enemy. It's your training ground. It's building within you the strength, wisdom, and character necessary for your next level. James 1:2-4 encourages us, "Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." So here's the truth. You don't overcome obstacles by fighting against them. You overcome them by rising above them, by elevating your consciousness to a frequency where that obstacle no longer has power over you. You transcend it. And when you do, you'll look back and realize that what seemed like your greatest enemy was actually your greatest teacher. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are a creator of circumstances. The same power that spoke worlds into existence dwells within you. The same spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives in you. That means resurrection power, the ability to bring life from death, order from chaos, victory from defeat, is your birthright. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for obstacles to disappear. They won't. They're part of the divine curriculum. But you're equipped with everything necessary to overcome, not someday, today, right now. The question isn't whether you can overcome. The question is, will you claim what's already yours?